Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrappers. So today I am back with my fourth and final week of the Cut File mini series for September. And today I am going to be using the September kit club from Not Just for Boys called Enchanted. It came with this really cool brick stencil, and so I decided to add a little bit of molding paste to a couple of the papers and utilize that. So I am going to add that you saw to the first page, and this is going to be page 2, and I kind of just had an idea where I wanted the photos, and so I placed the stencil and the molding paste kind of around the photos there. So this layout I did have to do in sections because the molding paste takes a while to dry. So I think I did this layout over the course of 2 days. But while it dried, I decided that I would back my cut files. So these two feather cut files came with the kit. And you can also see feathers to the right. And I fussy cut those beforehand because I knew that it would take a while and I wanted to utilize those on the layout and wanted to save a little bit of time. But that came off of one of the papers from the kit as well. And so when I backed these ones, so you can kind of see that I did trace them on the paper first and then kind of freehand cut them after that. And then I am just going to use my tacky glue and glue them down onto the cut file. I have noticed that my glue, when it gets on this desk in particular, I don't know. It takes a while to clean it off. So I grabbed just a paper towel. First time I've done this, but I grabbed a paper towel to have underneath, and then I'm just going to place it over top. These didn't take as long to back because it's only one piece of paper. The ones that take forever are the ones where you kind of have lots of different pieces to kind of put behind it. So this one didn't take that long, and then I just have to go back and kind of trim off the excess because I trace out the outside outline. Yeah, I trace the outside. So sometimes I have a little bit that is too wide, and so I just have to go back and trim that off, which isn't a big deal. So then I was hoping, I guess, that the molding paste had dried already. However, it didn't. So then I decided, what, I might as well keep going and at least back the photos. And so I decided to double back the photos. I'm going to have 3 for this 2-page layout. And I just went through the papers that I got from the kit. And when I get the kit, I usually get the paper add-on and the coordinating cardstock because I like to have more than one of the same pattern papers. Because I don't know, I hate feeling limited, I guess. And so I went back into, the papers and found this patterned blue paper that I really liked. It kind of goes with the pictures a little bit better. And I knew when I did the brick stencil that I did want to kind of rough it up a little bit. I initially thought I would do like a brown. I didn't want it so stark white because the first page there is kind of like an off-white. So what I decided to do was grab my speckled egg, I believe the color is, in the Distress Oxide, and kind of rub that around the brick molding paste. And I really like how it kind of muted the white, but then also brought in that kind of light blue color from the feathers. And so now it's kind of just having fun layering pieces for the layout. I did grab some of my stash. Those 2 pieces that I'm backing there are, I believe, from an older Not Just for Boys kit club. They are $49 in market. And so I did decide to grab those and add some more layering behind there, and then kind of just playing with all the pieces. So here's those feathers that I cut out, and the kit came with these metal feathers, which are so cute. And I saw somebody else do this, and I really liked this idea where they put the feathers on the twine and then put it through the tag, and I just loved the way that that looked. A lot of times I'll have a hard time kind of adding these kind of metal pieces to the layout. I'm trying to think, there's another one from the kit, another kind of metal piece that I really kind of struggled using, but I really like this idea how it kind of lays down on the tag. And then with this one, I did a bow instead of kind of just having, you know, the twine go up. I did tie a bow, and then also to get the feathers to lay down, I did add a little bit of tape and got those to lay down on the tag so they're not all moving around, or, you know, one on top of the other so you can't see the other one. So I initially thought I would use both of the feathers on page 1, but then decided to just use one and add the second one to page 2. So the one is going to come out of the right side of the photo here, and then I'm going to add another cluster with that tag. And so I'm just going to add some of these fussy cut feathers into the cluster on the right and kind of tuck those in. One thing I want to mention about this kit is I felt like there was almost 2 kits in one. I felt like there was a really good boy kit and then a really good girl kit. And actually on Monday's video, you will see I will use the same kit, but it is way more girly. And it actually is, you know, from the same Enchanted kit. There's some purples and different colors for that. So that'll be Monday's video, so stay tuned for that. I have been loving kind of having one kit and figuring out how to make, I guess, completely different layouts with the same kit. I did that with one of the newer Close to My Heart kits. I did a boy layout and then a girl layout, and it's just really fun to have, I guess, those versatile kits. So while I was on my little rant, I did my title. I did grab those smaller letter stickers, came from a different, not just for boys, kit as well. But I really wanted to, instead of just love, kind of switch up the title, kind of have 2 different fonts. And I really like the way that that looks. So then I just honestly went through the ephemera pieces you can see on the left and some of the stickers that came with the kit or that I added on from Not Just for Boys, and kind of snuck some of those in to the clusters. On the left hand side it says cozy, on the right hand side it says grateful today, those stickers. So that for now is going to finish off page 1, and then we're going to sneak over to page 2 where I am going to offset the photos like that. You could kind of tell when I did the molding paste how they were going to lay, and so I'm just going to tape those down. And then I decided to have the other feather at the top and make that into one cluster, and so I'm just going to layer some of those up there. And then there was this little, I'll call it a tag, I guess, that says smile, and so I just added that to the photo there. Had to kind of figure out what to do on the bottom. I say it every time I kind of stagger the photos like this. I like to cover up where the photos overlap. For whatever reason, it's just something that I like to do. So I knew that I would have a cluster down there. I didn't completely cover it up, but I did at least kind of make a cluster down there. So the ephemera pack came with two frames, and so I kind of staggered those, layered those, and then put this autumn vibes circle. I think I popped that up on some foam tape and added that, and then I placed the 2 feathers to the bottom left of the photo there, and I then going to, I think, add some stickers from the sticker sheet to that bottom cluster to finish that one off. It says cool air and together. I absolutely love phrase stickers, so I love when they include those in the kits. And then I'm going to do one more cluster. I felt like it needed something else, so that is going to go to the top left of that left-hand photo, and I'm going to kind of do the same thing with the tag. There was a smaller tag, so I decided to do the same thing and put the feather there. This one though, I did not do the bow, I just had the twine kind of go up. But then I'm going to use that kind of as my base, and you can see I snuck in the other half of one of the frames to kind of anchor this cluster. So I'm going to tape that down, and I like the way that, I guess that color kind of, I feel like is similar to the speckled egg color that I brushed on the kind of brick molding paste. So I'm going to use that like I said, as a base, sorry. So I added that Fall Vibes ephemera, and then I decided to go through with my Nuvo drops instead of using enamel dots and add some to some of the clusters. I used two different kind of teals. One is kind of see-through, and then one is kind of shiny, and then I did end up using just a little bit of black. So here are some of the close-ups, and like I said, stay tuned for Monday's video. That will be a more girly layout using the same kit from Not Just for Boys. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye guys.